Hey Canucks fans, welcome. Thanks for waiting. I am Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. Clay's Canucks commentary live, post-game live stream on a night where the Vancouver Canucks destroyed, dismantled, dismembered. That didn't sound so good. They beat the Calgary Flames 5-1. So I'll go for about 4 or 5 minutes as usual. Then I'll start to answer your questions. So please save your questions until the 5-minute mark, until I say go, basically. And I want to say thanks to a shout out to all my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Justin Credible, and nucksfan number 29. I want to thank all the members of all levels. Thank you for your support. And we had our first members only live stream. Pretty chill last Sunday, but it was really cool to do that. And if you want to join the CCC Crew, Clay's Canucks Commentary Crew, as a member, you can click on the join button under any of my videos or check out the membership tab on my channel. And if you don't want to, you choose not to support right now, that is completely fine as well. Still going to deliver the same great content for free. Just there's a few more perks if you want to become a member. Okay, I want to say this: if you're new here, give this. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. Like this video. I always go for the double like after Canucks win. Like the fact that the Canucks won, and like the fact that we can be here chatting about it. And I always say, whether you're in my neighborhood of Richmond, Steveston in Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, I thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. And I know I don't take you for granted. I know that you could be doing anything else or watching anyone else. I know that a certain former TSN 1040 sports personality has started up his own YouTube show, and which is cool. And I reached out to Rob Fay, wished him luck. But I'm very confident and very happy with what I'm doing as well. So I'm not scared of I wouldn't even say it's competition. It's there's a lot of room for content creators. So for those of you at the risk of making some of you guys go away, I appreciate that you guys are sticking with me here. Okay, let me chat for 3 minutes about this game, and then we'll get into your questions. Overall, a very complete game. That's what I liked about tonight's performance. You had goals from defensemen, Jordy Ben and Nate Schmidt. You had the Lotto line absolutely dominating that 1 minute period, that 1 minute time after Mangiapane's goal. So I love Brock Besser's 3 points. I love Miller had 2 points. I love Pettersson had 1. I love the fact that after Mangiapane scored that goal, it was kind of like one of those where you hope that it wasn't gonna kill the Canucks momentum heading into the second intermission, but bam, 15 seconds later, tic-tac-toe, the Lotto line connects, and then 35 seconds later after that, the Lotto line again dominates. Maybe good coaching by Travis Green to get them back out there, and then that results in Nate Schmidt's goal. So I love all that. I love the fact that Holtby was solid. He 35 saves, so many of them very good. I like that. Ole Juolevi, guys, played 19 minutes. Juolevi played 19 minutes, more than Ben and more than Hughes. That's crazy. I love the fact that even among the forwards, Virtanen played 11:51. Eriksson played 12:51. Gaudette played, where's he? Gaudette played 14:51. So there was a lot of time spread out amongst the forwards, maybe because the Canucks only had one power play, so it wasn't so disproportionate. So I love that, and I love the fact that that Horvat had another 2 points. I love the fact that Höglander had a quiet 2 assists, but there's nothing quiet about so hard, and it's been a beauty to watch. It's been amazing to see him develop, and I like the fact that we chased Jacob Markstrom. We started to solve him a little bit, right? We didn't solve him so well in the first 2 game series we played against him. And now, we lose 3-1, then we win 3-1, then we lose 4-3. So we scored 1 goal, then 3 goals, then 3 goals. There might be an empty netter in there. And then today we light him up for 5 and we chase him from the net. Like, that's the ultimate, is that we chased him out of the net. And Thomas Drance made a really good point. He said when Markstrom gets tired, he starts to get more risky. It takes more risks coming out to play the puck. And we saw that. We saw Pearson and him get into that collision. And then we saw Horvat take advantage of Markstrom's aggressiveness and then of course, go around him and score his goal. So for all those things, I really enjoyed this game. The only thing I said in my post game, the only thing that I didn't like was the fact that there's a couple times where I'd say that our fourth line along with Juolevi and Myers got pinned in our own zone, but that's not the end of the world. Like overall, I thought the Canucks played very well, like very very well, and now it's 5-1. The Canucks certainly aren't out of the woods yet, but they are getting better. Okay, we're past the 5-minute mark. Let's get to your questions. So go ahead and start to put your questions in there, and I will start to answer them. Once again, while you're waiting for me to answer your questions, subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed already, or like this video, like the fact the Canucks won, and like the fact that we're together talking Canucks. Jaskran, thoughts on Markey getting pulled tonight? I kind of just mentioned I thought it was great. There's no point. Calgary wasn't going to come back to win that game, and overall, I think it was good. But it's a nice moral victory for the Canucks for sure. Beastmo, what do you think would be a good return for Virtanen? I saw a report from Sat Shaw that they could have got a third rounder in the offseason, and that's what I've been saying, a third or fourth rounder. If you're getting a roster player, he's not going to be that good, and you're not going to get a first or second rounder. So I think if you get a bottom 6 roster player and maybe another guy who gets a shot, or a third rounder would be a good haul for Virtanen. Thoughts on Ben Jaskran? I thought he was excellent. 16 minutes and that nice goal. Played really solid. He started off really well this season, then kind of dipped a bit, and I think he's gone back up. Shy, Ben needs a new contract. Next season, estimated value. Yeah, I don't know, because if the Canucks are serious about Rathbone or Chatfield or Rafferty or any of those guys, I don't know. He's making $2 million right now, right? I don't think you can give him more than that. Fangirl, hey Clay, thoughts on Bester and Horvat's goals? Bester's goal was beautiful, tic-tac-toe. Horvat's goals was a strong play, kind of acknowledging the situation and keeping his head up. Dexter Clay, how much do you think Jim Benning paid Jacob Markstrom to come out and miss the puck to make himself look good for letting him go? I'm not sure how much he paid him, but it was certainly a relief that we were able to solve him tonight. Thomas, hey Clay, did you know Canucks are perfect 4-0-0 on Wednesday night? No, I did not know that. Thank you, Thomas, for that. Was this not Ben's best game of the year? Gray, if not, it was pretty close to it. He was solid all the way around, even making not only scoring that goal, but making some really good defensive plays. Riley, Clay, if you could change the goal horn for the Canucks, what would you use? Are you talking about like a different object or a different type of horn? Let's say I would use what sound effect do I like? Maybe like a blast from an organ as a pianist. Maybe a blast from an organ. Canucks, who was your player of the game for the Canucks tonight? Besser appeared on the score sheet with 3, but I thought both Höglander and Holtby had really good games as well. So any of those 3 guys. Yeah, K. Clay, great game tonight. Feels great to see Markstrom lit up. I agree completely. Fangirl, when fans are allowed in the stands, do you think Bonnie Henry drops the puck? I'm not sure. I wouldn't go that far, but that's a good question. I never thought about that, Fangirl. I don't know if it's going to be Dr. Bonnie Henry or not, as I'm dropping things here. Yeah, that's a good question. That's an interesting question. Do you think Bo is heating up? Yeah, Jastrin, I think he is, and I think he really wants to be a leader on this team and help lead them for sure. Was this Julevi's best game so far? Well, 19 minutes seems to say so. I thought he was outstanding. No points, but he was very good. 3 hits, 2 blocks. I made a joke that he hit Valimaki so hard he turned Valimaki into sashimi. And if you eat Japanese food, you know what I mean. Thoughts on the upcoming Winnipeg series? All right, okay. We've only played them once. We beat them handily 4-1, but be great to beat them and inch closer to 500. It's only 2 games. How many times did Pettersson hit the iron this season? It's been 8 times now, leading the league by far. Who goes in net next game? Jaskrin. I think you go back to Holtby. Why not? Reward him. Demko got 3 in a row. Why not go to Holtby? Ethan, do you think this was now the Canucks' best game of the season? I thought this was, and the Winnipeg win 4-1. Those are the 2 that really stick out in my mind. But yeah, tonight was great. Whoa, I just saw a chat, a $6.99 donation. Thank you to Owen TV Reacts. Like last time, I can't stay long. Hopefully next time I can stay longer. God bless, Clay. God bless you too, Owen. You are winning in the money to ratio stayed category. So thank you, Owen. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. And then that's very kind of you. What do you think of us wearing the reverse retros for the next 4 games? Jaskrin, I haven't bought one, but I'm interested to see how they look on the ice for sure. Canucks Clay fan is here. Okay, I hope everything goes well. Okay, Canucks Clay fan, that's fine. You've expressed your love for me. I appreciate that. The Canucks use a car horn. I like that. Noah, thoughts on the little switch on the power play between Besser and Miller? No, I thought it was good. You know, we didn't really get to see it much because the Canucks only got 1 power play. But I thought it's fine. I vlogged about it extensively today. You may have seen Noah. I think it's good. Miller, I've always said, he's got outstanding vision, passing the puck from below the red line, and he's good at jamming the net. And then you can unleash Besser's one-timer right-handed shot from the left side. Did OJ have more hits than JV18? Virtanen was credited with 1, and Juolevi was credited with 3. So according to the stat sheet, yes. Rios, thoughts on Pettersson? Hopefully he stays playing like a psycho more like before. Yeah, now he's over a point a game, or at least a point a game for the last 12 or 13. I think he's been playing great. That whole line was great. Virtanen was holding on to the puck a lot tonight. Do you think he was trying to prove something to Travis Green? Cole, I have a feeling that Green met with him and basically challenged him a little bit. You know, we do know that they have a pretty good relationship, so maybe that was the case. But yes, I did notice that as well, that he was holding on to the puck a little more. But and I thought Virtanen had a pretty good game. Well, hey, Canucks Clay fan, I appreciate all the love. Riley, Clay, would you ever collect other NHL team jerseys? No, I don't have a lot of jerseys. I have a few, but they're all Canucks. Not really my thing. I wouldn't really spend money on that. That's just not my opinion. I mean, it's not my big interest of mine. Did you notice Jake's chances on net? Yeah, Fangirl a little bit, but he didn't look overly dangerous. But I thought he was solid. You think Besser can get 30? In this season, right? He's got 12 in 20 already. So what's that? 60%. He scores. Wow. Yeah. So in theory, he could get 30. Wow, that would be cool. Juolevi or Chatfield, Westfield. I've said before, I really like Juolevi's game. When do you think fans will be allowed in Rogers Arena? Max, my guess is not till next season, once everyone has a vaccine. Do you think he could the other? Harsinder, can Juolevi be the Edler replacement? Absolutely, yes. I think that's the way they're grooming him. I think he can play second pairing minutes, for sure. Do the Canucks consider Hopi the starter now? No, Shy. I think Demko also won a game in there as well. I would argue that before tonight, Demko was the bona fide starter. So we'll see what happens next game. Can Vegas win the Cup in the next couple of years? Canucks Clay fan? I definitely think they can. They've been so good since they came in the league, and they're started off again this season very, very well. And Owen, thanks again for the generous donation. I hope Jace play next game. Thoughts? Yeah, Jogpaw, I thought he might get a shot today, but I don't think you go away from this lineup. This was such a complete victory. I don't think you change a thing, at least for the first game. Dominic says, when do you think they will play McEwen over Louis? Because Louis useless. Louis, yes, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 2 takeaways in 13 minutes. But I think they trust him more than Zach right now. It's a little frustrating for Zach, I'm sure. And I'm not sure the same reason about Harlock. I'm not sure you see Harlock and McEwen next game because of how well the Canucks played today. Canucks for the Cup. Hey, Clay, did you watch my new Louis video? Also, where the heck is Jimbo? Canucks for the Cup. I went to your page. I didn't watch the Louis video yet. But I did go to your page after last stream. Jasker, I think Besser is on pace for at least 25, 27 goals. No, he has 12 goals in 20 games. So then he's actually on pace for over 30 when you think about it. Yeah, which is pretty impressive. Time for hockey. What's your opinion on Virtanen? I've talked about him a lot here. I don't mind him, but I don't think there's a future for him. I think 5 years. He's had plenty of time to show how good he is. All right, we're up to just peaking at the 100 views, 100 viewers, which is awesome. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Give this video a like. I love it seeing the likes at half of the viewers. So if we can get the likes to 50, that would be great. Harry, hi Clay, how's it going? Great, Harry. How are you? Great win by the Canucks. Your thoughts, Brock Besser's goal and Horvat's? Yeah, I talked about both of them earlier. Both really good skill goals. What's your prediction against Winnipeg and Edmonton? I think, Jervy, we can probably get to 500 with good series against both of those teams. Or unless against Winnipeg and Edmonton. It's funny, those two teams are playing each other tonight once again. Hello, Ricky. Good game, brother. Canucks are 2-0-1 since echoing these tweets. Could that be a turning point? Without being over dramatic, yeah, I think it can. I think the Canucks were trending upward already, but why not use that as a turning point? Hoglander's work ethic remind you of another 36 we had to Hansen. Yes, I've compared Hoglander to Hansen before, but I think Hoglander might ultimately have better scoring touch. Westfield, Ulevi, Chatfield, Ulevi. Yeah, Rios. I've said many times that Quinn Hughes, he's leading the defenseman in points. He's also the worst in plus minus, and that's why, unfortunately, he won't win the Norris Trophy. You can't win a Norris Trophy being so bad, at least in the plus minus stat, whether or not you believe in that stat or not. And he doesn't kill penalties. Harry, if you bought a reverse jersey, which player would you get? You know, the fact that I have the core four. I have Horvat, Hughes, Besser, Pettersson. I would likely get a Schmidt now that he's turning his game around. But I thought about that before the season started. I likely to get a Schmidt or a Hoglander because I think obviously at least 7 seasons unless something crazy happens. I had outside thoughts of JT Miller, but I think it would be one of those three. It would be Schmidt, Hoglander, or Demko, I think. Nucks fan number 29, Hall of Fame member. Nice to see you. What do you think of Markstrom's poke check on Pearson? I think that could be a penalty. Yeah, that's tricky. I think Pearson saw him at the very last second. Yeah, that's scary because either of those guys could have got hurt. You never know, right? Shoulder to head, like what happened to Podkolzin. By the way, we are over 100 viewers. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you. It could have been a penalty, but I was also fine with it not being a penalty. Like either way was fine with me. Yeah, it could have gone either way, for sure. Fangirl, do you think the Canucks can keep this up? Absolutely. Jacob, hey Clay, whose lineup do you think is better, Calgary or Vancouver's? I like Calgary speed, like Dubé, Mangiapane. You really notice it. But I think Canucks top players can, when they're at their top of their game, they're better. Like I love what Pettersson, Besser, Miller, Horvat, and Hughes, maybe not tonight, can do. Monahan's good. Lindholm's good. Harlock up front. Why change? Do you think Hoglander can be a Calder Trophy candidate? Yes, he can, Harmon. He's in the top 3 in scoring right now. Yeah, I think that's very possible. How long have you been doing YouTube for? Time for Hockey? 10 or 12 years now. I wasn't always doing daily Canucks content. I did a lot of church stuff to start off, family videos with my boys, especially. You guys have seen a lot of those videos. And I started to get really serious at the 2010 Winter Olympics where I did daily vlogs on the Olympics. And then I've been doing Canucks stuff back and forth ever since then. So 10 or 12 years. If you watch some of my early videos, they're both funny and cringy at the same time. Do you think that Hoglander won't stop scoring once he starts? Cole, I would love to see that. Shy, Clay, I've had a garbage day. The Canucks game and your streams always brighten my day. Well, thank you for those kind words. I appreciate that, Shy. Clay, I think you're so smart. Well, thank you, but I don't think Vegas will win. That's fine as well. There's other good teams too. Is it safe to say rookie Besser is back, but even better? Yeah, Sonny, I think he's got a more complete game now. His game is a lot better. So yeah, he's definitely better than his rookie season, and his scoring has a lot to do with it, which is really cool. Is Besser going to be the best goal scorer of all time if he stays with Canucks until he retires? Not sure, Sonny. I don't know if you can go against Pavel Bure, to be honest with you. He was a pretty good goal scorer for the Canucks. What rookie makes the team next year? Well, Podkolzin for sure. Maybe Rathbone. Thoughts on Jake tonight, Gary? I thought he was okay. Where's Jim Benning at? Yeah, it's a little quiet. He's not here right now. By the way, my stream is showing that it's just kind of okay. Is it laggy for you guys, or is it kind of what's it called? Is it kind of grainy? It's okay. We'll survive. Shy Clays, I'm a big Besser fan, so seeing him back in his prime is good. How much better will he get? I'm not sure if he's gonna get much better, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like he's playing so well right now. He's playing as an elite top line forward. The one thing I would like to say is, oh, you guys are saying it's very laggy tonight. Okay. I wonder why. No, I reset it on my computer and it came back. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. But thanks, you guys. It's kind of like laggy on my screen, but I'll just keep going. I like Boeser's game. I just think the only thing that I would like to see him improve on is his passing, actually. Who's better, Horvat or Linden? Oh, Sonny. I think Horvat might be a bit more skilled, but Linden was the ultimate leader. That's a good... I think Linden, you'd still say, had the better career, but maybe Horvat can get there. Do you think Horvat's goal was a freebie given to us by Markstrom? I wouldn't say it's a freebie, but I think Horvat made a really good play. Shai says, everyone leave a like, you fools. Well, I would never coerce anyone, but that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that, Shai. Myers 10 points already. Wow. Thoughts on Canucks defense lately? Can they keep this up? Yeah, Sonny, they've been a lot more solid, cutting down the turnovers. The third forward has come back a lot earlier, so all those things have helped a lot. Gmod is here. Practice time has obviously helped. See some unity among the players, and the questions of problems in the locker room can be laid to rest. Yeah, those locker room things, and I know I was a contributor. I didn't know anything. I didn't even hear any rumors. It was just a guess. But yeah, they certainly look more unified and more like a unit for sure right now. Great point. Hi T, when goalie attempts poke check but misses puck, is that charging? Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. Shy Clay, what was your favorite goal tonight? Mine was probably Ben's. Yeah. The Horvat one is the one I screamed the most at, to be honest with you. And I liked all of them. I like Boeser. Boeser's on a 4-on-1, takes the pass from Myers, and doesn't even think about passing. He knew he was going to shoot. Thoughts on Myers? Yeah, he's been good the last few games. What is your reaction when he scored 2 in 37? It was great. It was a way to go into the second period with some breathing room. So Francesco's tweets make a difference for the better? Maybe he should run for president. President of the team or president of the States? It looked like Pearson said, I hope that hurt. Yeah, Dave, I tried to... I know the broadcast showed it a few times. I couldn't make out what Pearson said for sure. Jeff says the Canucks just might make their way into this. I hope you're right, Jeff. Hoagie for Calder, potentially. And Gmod's going to get a Hoglander reverse retro. Nice. Connor candidates this year. Hoglander be one of them? Yeah, he could be. Pius Suter out of Chicago. I actually have him in one of my hockey pools. He's playing very well as well. Jacob, how do you choose what jersey to wear at the Canucks game? That's a great question, Jacob. I've been wearing my Hughes one a lot, but I don't have any type of rotation. Just kind of, and it doesn't matter what it goes with, right? It just, I've been wearing my Hughes black jersey a lot. Then I kind of rotate between the Pettersson and Boeser. The Horvat one is more my son, Sean's. Man, Chris, not sure why Ben is paired with Hughes. Yeah, but it has to do with the other. You don't want your Levy playing with Ben. I think that's even worse. And then Ether and Schmidt has played well, so I think it's been okay. Riley's asking my thoughts on Finn Balor. Very talented. And Jeff, I agree with you. The Canucks' top players are better than the Flames' top players. Reaction Club. Clay, what do you think at Boeser's scoring rate in a regular 82 would be on pace for 48 goals? Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know if he'd keep that up for a whole season, but that just shows you how well he's playing. Thoughts on Holtby and Hoglander? Avash, I think you may have typed that before I gave my answer. Yeah, I thought they're among the Canucks' best players tonight. I saw your rap against racism. You got bars, Clay. I don't know about that. Yeah, that was a little fun thing. My family's embarrassed about that video. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if that came up on your guys' feeds or something, because there are 2 or 3 of you that found my rap about LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling, and I got some recent comments on that. But thanks for your... I wonder if Dexter's seen that one yet. Do you think Niels is underrated? No, Jester, I don't think he's underrated. He's not overrated, but I think he's not underrated because people are talking about him, which is great. Just can't wait till he starts scoring. There you go, Dexter. I used to always rap at the end of my live streams. Yeah, I used to freestyle. Dexter would provide some lyrics, and I would go. It was pretty ugly, but it's pretty fun. Now I just replace it with the one word of booyah. Avash, have you seen that stat that Gaudet has been one of the best creators and most scoring chances of all players in the league? Yeah, I didn't see that stat. My son Sean told me about it, and it was really surprised me. Do you notice Ulevi actually gets his shots in net, wrist shots? Yes, Angus, I did notice that, and I think Ulevi's only going to get better. I think he's smart. He's smart. Cole, hey Clay, huge fan of what you're doing. Thank you, Cole. Canucks season ticket holder for 10 years. Well, same as me. Do you think Miller might be happier playing with Bo and Tanner? No, I think Miller's happy when the team does well. So he had a great game tonight, 2 points. I think he's been fine. I think Miller's been fine. I'm not sure if I like Miller with Bo and Tanner, to be honest. Although that means Hoglander goes up and plays with Pettersson and Besser, which is cool. But yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, and then you had a bit of blurry, laggy. Thank you, guys. Nucks fan, loved your what were they thinking of Tuukka Rask. Thank you, Nucks fan. I'm gonna do those once a week, every Sunday, and we'll go from there. Thoughts on Gaudette and his trade talks died down? It has a little bit, Noah. We're hearing more about Virtanen as opposed to Gaudette. Will Hoglander be on the second line or third line? Same goes with Podkolzin. Sonny, I think, I kind of debate this Tanner Pearson thing a lot. I think we could let him go and not worry about signing him for another $4 million and have Podkolzin come in that spot. But he is a good, player for sure. But yeah, I think Hoglander can be a second liner and Podkolzin can be a second liner. What's your favorite play of the game tonight? If I had to pick one, I'd say Horvat's goal. I just love the way that he outsmarted Markstrom on that play. Jasker, in an 82-game season, how many goals would Brock get at this rate? Yeah, someone figured out it was 45 or 48, which is pretty good. Who's better team, Oilers or Canucks? Gray, I want to say, I think I've been calling you Gary. Gray, I'd like to say the Canucks, but we'll see in a few games. James Van Riemsdyk, Jordan Staal, or Tyler Mott? Thoughts? Jacob, it depends actually on your fantasy team on what stats are valued and what's worth what, to be honest with you. A couple people saying Linden better than Horvat. Can we expose Benning in the expansion draft? Are you excited to watch the outdoor games this weekend? Akash, I never even thought about it actually, but I know they're coming up. I've seen some footage. It should be exciting. I probably won't watch the whole thing, but I'll have it on for sure. How far does this team go to make the playoffs? If they make the playoffs, Robin, so tough. The way it's set up, we'd have to play Toronto or Montreal, so I don't think we'd win the first round if that's the case. If Toronto, Montreal stay 1-2, and if we finish in 3 or 4, it's gonna be tough. Drum says, I kind of felt bad for Markstrom. My son Sean said the same thing as well, that he actually felt bad for Markstrom. I didn't. Do you think PD will get 65 points? Not this year. Not in a 56-game season. I don't see that. What's your prediction for the next 2 against Winnipeg? You guys know Winnipeg's my second favorite team, but I'm going to say the Canucks are going to take both. I'm going to be bold and say the Canucks are going to take both, and that means then they'll come very close to 500. They'll be 10-11-1 because they're 8-11-1 right now, right? Yeah, they're 8-11-1. So if they could get to 10-11-1, that would be pretty cool. Shy must go. No problem. Thanks, Shy. Who's better, Gaudreau or Pettersson? I like Pettersson. Gaudreau just annoys me. He gives the puck away a lot, too. I noticed that. A lot of turnovers tonight. Nick's got to go. No problem, Nick. Thanks for being here. Becky Lynch would be better Captain Riley just because of her English is better than Asuka's, although I'm Japanese, half Japanese. How did the rap about racism come on your recommended? That's crazy, Sonny. Yeah, Dexter, let me know what you think. Hi, T. Did your coworkers and boss talk to you about your channel at work? I presume you're saying, like, not because I'm in trouble for vlogging during work time or during my breaks. Yeah, my coworkers definitely know, and my direct supervisor knows that I'm a big Canucks fan, and we talk about the Canucks all the time. And my bishop, the Archbishop, the ultimate boss, he does. He always bugs me. He thinks that when I'm going to a game or I'm vlogging, that I'm going to my real job. So yes, everyone in my place of employment know about my Canucks fandom. Oh yeah, Kaprizov is really good too. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Of course, Kaprizov is really, really good, Jaskrin. All right, Cole. I'm going to say the Canucks are going to win all 4-2, 4-2. And those of you that follow my channel, you know that that's my score prediction for every single game. Canucks win 4-2. I'm going to make that prediction for every game until it actually happens. So I'm going to say the Canucks take both games 4-2. Lefty says Pettersson is a shadow of his former self. I don't know. He's got like a point a game for the past dozen or so. What were you thinking on Nate Schmidt's own goal? Yeah, we'll see, Sonny. That's an option for sure. You think Virtanen will get dealt? Edmund, I think, yeah, ultimately he will. I just don't know when. When Hamonic comes back, who on D goes down and sits? And if he doesn't end up playing, is that another expensive free agent pickup to highlight bidding? No, it wasn't expensive. Like, what is he making? 1.2, 1.3? So SsshirazzZ, I think that's fine. That's a gamble worth taking. Remember, season's still relatively young. When he comes back, what's interesting, I think it's actually Juolevi, and then you put Schmidt on the left side. So then your left side will be Hughes, Edler, and Schmidt. Then your right side is Hamonic, Ben, and Myers. As good as Juolevi's playing, I think that he would be the one who sit if Hamonic comes back. The other option is you put Hamonic in for Ben, and keep Juolevi in. But Ben's been playing quite well. But I say in all my videos, that's the nice thing about Schmidt and Ben; they can play both sides. If Jake gets exposed in the expansion draft, would Seattle take him? Tough to say, fangirl. I think they might take a shot at him. We're gonna have to expose someone young between Gaudette, McEwen, or Virtanen. When is Mock coming back? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I think it's still a couple more weeks at least, Dave. Canucks for the Cup. Can you sub to my channel and share it? Okay, I'll check it out a bit more. Yeah, Gmon says Marky didn't feel bad when he's shutting us out. Great point. So Lefty thinks Ben will be the one sitting. Any big offseason moves coming up, Clay? Canucks Clay fan? I'm not sure because, the party will be signing Hughes and Pettersson to their deals. Demko is going to be an RFA as well. So there's going to be a lot of... we got to worry about our own guys. We got to worry about our own guys first. What are your thoughts on Besser? Hi, Aiden. Besser's been great. Besser's been solid. Really picked up his game, and he's become a complete player, which I really like. Board battles, defense, all those things. Yeah, 8 posts. Even if he gets 3 or 4 of those, now we're talking about a different season for Pettersson. Jim Benning's a bit of a joker when he has to start with serious question, Clay. So I'm going to entertain this. Do you think picking Berchi over Toffoli was a good choice? Toffoli 15 and 15, Berchi 0 and 0. We also have a point per game player at $1 Okay, so yeah, obviously Toffoli is better than Berchi. It wasn't just simply one or the other. But yeah, that contract is not looking good right now. Gmod says, I thought you might get your 4-2. Yeah, you never know. Would you do Kerfoot for Virtanen? I'm not sure Toronto would do that. But they're looking for grit. Yeah, I think it'd be neat to see Kerfoot in a Canucks lineup. What do you think of Calgary's jerseys? Gary, they look good. They look good. Aiden second in the league in goals. Is Besser behind Matthews? What were they thinking? Horvat's goal today, Marky coming out, if you can react to the Pearson one. Yeah, actually, I could do a joint what were they thinking of the 2 plays that Markstrom comes out. Or maybe I do a what were they thinking about all the times we scored on Markstrom tonight. No, that would be mean. Always, who are we cheering for when the Oilers and Flames face off back-to-back during the weekend? Yeah, that one's tough. I've always said cheer for Toronto and Montreal and Ottawa, presuming that we're not going to catch Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa's not going to catch up. And then that gives us, then you always cheer against Winnipeg, Calgary, and Edmonton. I would further extend that and say, out of those 3 teams, you could choose for one of them to choose for, and then because then we just got to beat out one of Ottawa and, for instance, Calgary and Edmonton. So you could say, I'll cheer for Toronto, Montreal, and Winnipeg and Ottawa. And then I cheer always against Calgary and Edmonton. But you make a good point. Obviously, sometimes those teams have to play each other. It doesn't really matter. We just got to take care of our business, and we just got to hope that they don't go into overtime. That's the biggest thing. Do you think Harlock will get a chance at least once this season? Oh, for sure, no. I just don't know when right now. Thoughts on Cole Lynn? Harsunder, I think he'll get a shot next year, but not this year. No, we won't expose Hoglander. If I said that, I made a mistake. I meant to say, well, the young guys will expose younger Virtanen, McEwen, and Gaudette. We can't protect all of them. A lot of love for Jim Benning, not Jim Benning, for Tyler Myers in the chat today, which is fine. Nahal, great game. I agree. Canucks' biggest off-season mistake. I think they could have tried harder. I am actually truly fine with the Markstrom 10 of them and go. I would like to see them try a little bit harder with Toffoli or Stecher, to be honest with you. How many points do you think Canucks can get this season? I think they can get to 60 or so, but that might not be enough to make the playoffs. Or on the optimistic side, 62 or 64. Then they're right there. Who are your 3 stars? I will say Besser, Hoglander, and Holtby. Canucks Clay fan, how old are you? Just curious. I'm asking you a question. If you had a non-Canucks jersey, you would own. Who would it be? Oh, good question, Riley. I think maybe I like Winnipeg Jets, but I do like Nathan McKinnon. So maybe a Nathan McKinnon jersey from Colorado. Winnipeg, I like the whole team. I don't know if I'd pick someone particular for a Jets jersey. Good question, Riley. Maybe Nathan McKinnon. Noah thought it was going to be more chippy. Okay, Canucks Clay fan, I'm going to warn you to keep it more mature and respectful, or we can give you a nice little 5-minute timeout. You're 19, okay. Toffoli was a mistake. Surprised how much white hair John Garrett has. Yeah, he's definitely going with the natural look. Do you know Canucks only have one buyout history? Yeah, Spooner, right? Is that who it was? Fango, do you think letting Markey go was a mistake? No, not for 6 years at $6 million. Wow, we're at 120 people. You guys, I appreciate you very much, and I'll be very honest, not vulnerable. That's not the right word. I wasn't sure how Rob Fay starting his show would dip. I actually thought it would eat into my channel or my vlog tonight, my live stream, more than it has. Tough to say because maybe the Canucks won and everyone's in a good mood. We'll see. And I have great respect for Rob, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I was actually expecting a lot fewer people today. So thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. And maybe you're flipping back and forth or whatever. But I also like what I produce. I know that you guys know that I appreciate you and that I think we have a good thing going here. So I'm just happy to see that there's over 100 people in here still 40 minutes in the stream. So I do thank you guys very much. Wow, I like that. Good Eye says he's not worried anymore. Toffoli got less money than he was making. How do you not sign that? Yeah, Rios, that was a little bit crazy. Arso, hey Clay, how are you doing? I'm fine. Hope you're well. Missed most of the game. I saw Pearson get slashed by Markstrom. Why did he do that? I think Markstrom was pretty frustrated. I missed the third thoughts on the game as well. Arso, if you could watch the highlights at least, this was a complete game by the Vancouver Canucks. It was excellent. Riley, what do you think of the Hurricanes' third jersey? Is it the Hartford Whalers looking one? You mean the retro? Or do you mean their actual third? I have to... Tell me what you mean, Riley. All right, Canucks Clay fan, you're happy that killed the Flames? Me too. We actually got more points out of the series than Calgary. Yeah, we got 5 out of the 8 points and they got 4. That's the beauty of the 1 point games, right? They never add up perfectly. Casey wishes they did more to keep Stetcher. Dominic, do we need a tough guy? Noah Hamnick or McEwen? What are your thoughts? No, I don't think we need a tough guy. I think you can have toughness in your lineup or grittiness in your lineup, but you don't need a tough guy because that's just simply not the way. And there's no one, when you think about the North Division, it's not like there's a bunch of bruisers and a bunch of tough guys and a lot of scrappers in the North Division. So definitely for this season, I don't think we need to get a tough guy. They also bought out Booth and Ballard. I did not know that. I have to go look those up. Big win for the Canucks. Yes, Chris. Canucks Clay fan, I will talk. When's your birthday coming up? I will think about that rap. Booth was solid. Yeah, actually, I have his jersey. Hey, Clay, why does everybody boo Gary Bettman? Oh, long story. But for Canucks fans in particular, they a couple things happened in the Canucks Bruins series back in 2011, the Stanley Cup final, that Vancouver fans thought that the league, and especially Gary Bettman, were favoring the Boston Bruins, i.e. suspending Aaron Rome, not penalizing Brad Marchand when he was ragdolling Daniel Sedin, a bunch of things. So that's really what started it for the Vancouver Canucks fans. But I think every city doesn't like him for some reason. Dave says, I'm on the Clay team. Oh, thank you, Nucks fan. Clay, is there any update on Puck Colson? I haven't heard yet. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate your loyalty as always. Nucks fan, I think they said he might miss a few days, but maybe we'll hear more. I hope they treat it seriously. Canucks Clay fan, we'll see. We'll see. Let's wait till the pandemic ends first. How was the members live stream, Clay? So it was a lot of fun. It was small, but what was cool is I got to know everyone that was there. I made some notes, and I was able to ask them questions as well. It went really well. Thank you for asking. Shannon, I will pray for you and your headaches, sore throat, and losing taste. Oh, those are three symptoms. So Shannon, get yourself tested and take care of yourself for sure. Overall thoughts on the Calgary series, Jasper? I thought we were good. I thought we got unlucky in that, the game we lost 3-1. The game we lost in overtime. I like that game as well. I thought overall we were the better team over the course of the 4 games. Thanks, Riley. The black third jersey with the North Carolina flag on it with their secondary logo. I have to look that up. Thank you. Gmod sticking with Clay. Appreciate you. Who can they get if they trade Pearson? Which team? I think you go to the Habs and reunite with Toffoli. Filmer Wax, great question. I'm going to worry about that if the Canucks are out of a playoff spot when it comes close to the trade deadline, because it might be worth it. But then at the same time, yeah, you want to trade within Canada. I'm sure Pearson would want to be traded to Canada so he doesn't have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So we'll see. But yeah, if the Canucks are pushing for a playoff spot, they're not going to trade him then, right? That's tough. Good night, Shannon. Take care of yourself. March 2nd is the birthday for Canucks Clay fan. Avery, 2011 wasn't favored against the Canucks. 100% though, with 94. Sick of Kachuk and Lucic hitting them. Yeah, but they're not injuring us. I'm not too worried about that. But that's fair, Dominic. Clay, why do you want to keep putting me in a timeout? Want me to go on a rage and give Sutter a 10-year extension? I'm not the one timing you out, Jim. It might be one of my moderators who I trust their opinion. Sean, the NHL commentators are biased toward the Bruins. I do remember that. Wow, 130 people in here. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you. Make sure you sub to this channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Make sure you like this video, like the fact we're talking about a Canucks win, and consider the membership if you want to help me reach those goals that you see on your screen. Dexter speaking to his fellow mods, don't put Jim in a timeout unless he spams or says anything inappropriate. He's causing no harm and is pretty funny. Yeah, no, I'll trust you guys to figure it out. Rios, have you talked face-to-face with any of the Hall of Fame members? Do you mean R6 Canucks? Rios, just clarify if you mean talking about, the 6 guys that we have up in the banners, or are you talking about actual Hockey Hall of Fame members? Thoughts on Edmonton being third in the division? Are they turning around? So yeah, they're ahead of Winnipeg with more games played than Winnipeg. So I got to figure out which of those 2 teams we want to. Honestly, maybe if we take care of Winnipeg 2 games, then maybe that's the team. Yeah, I might be trying to oversimplify it. Maybe we just cheer for Toronto, Montreal, and then we hope that Calgary, Edmonton, and Winnipeg, all 3 of them lose, and then we have a shot for third. But that's kind of unrealistic right now. Harsinder, I'm a pro scout in the USPHL, so please let me know if you have any questions regarding current NHL news. I got some insight from my connections beforehand. That's awesome, Harsinder. That's great. Also, Clay Puckhosen is out a week only. Thank you, Harsinder. I appreciate that. Yeah, people like Tyler Myers. Do you think if the Canucks beat the Knights in the playoffs last year and made it to the conference final, we would have kept Toffoli or Stetcher? So hard to say, right? Because remember, Markstrom was hurt, so Demko would have probably continued to play. I still think we make the same decision. We keep Demko, but maybe we keep one of Toffoli or Stetcher. Is Ottawa improving, or is the Leaf just leafing it up? I think Gmod, Ottawa's going to win some games. They're not going to go 0-56. Canucks Clay fan will talk. Hockey guys collect all jerseys. Did you know? The hockey guy? The hockey guys? The hockey guy? You're talking about the vlogger? Yes, I do know he collects jerseys. Of all the Canucks crests, which one is your favorite? I actually like the crest. Maybe I like the stick and rink crest, but I like the black skate jersey. No, sorry. No, Reals. Hall of Fame members in the chat. Well, I have 4 Hall of Fame members. I haven't met Jens95. She lives in the States. I have met Alex. I've met Justin. And I I haven't met nucksfan number 29 yet. So I've met 2 of the 4. Canucks Clay fan, keep it respectful, please. Even if you keep complimenting me. All right, and then just people. Yeah, no, it's fine. Generally, people in here have been very, very good, very respectful, very mature. I always pride myself in having very mature subscribers and commenters, but I also trust the mods to use their judgment as well. Hell of a shot. Hey, Clay, do you think the Canucks should make a move for Ekholm from the Preds to beef up our defensive game? A good question. Hell of a shot. I think we're okay right now. We've shown a bit more identity, a bit more structure. I'm not sure if Ekholm's on the block. I know Nashville's really struggling this season. Good question. All right. Hi, T. If you play for the Canucks, what position and jersey number? Well, I definitely have to be a forward. I'm not good enough to play defense. I get walked all the time, kind of like Hughes did tonight. Oh, and I can't play goalie. So I play forward, and I'd wear number 8. That's my favorite number for a myriad of reasons. Do we need a bottom 12 forward? Bottom 12. I've never heard it put that way, but I think I'd love to have a cheaper bottom 6 for sure. All right, guys. Okay, last. Oh no, you guys are just asking Jim Benning some questions now, which is fine. Okay, last 2 or 3 minutes. Let's go non-Canucks questions, non-hockey questions only. Okay. So again, here's your chance. Well, let's go 2 or 3. Let's go 3 minutes. Non-Canucks questions only, and I'll do my best to answer as many of them as I can. And then we'll wrap up. It was great. We had over 100 people in here for the majority of the time. What high school did you go to? Richmond High. How do you say T-A-N-K? Rios, you're not going to get me that easy. I will not say that word. What is your opinion on Asuka being underused? What is your favorite Chinese food dish? I like black cod fish, and I like sweet and sour pork, real authentic Chinese. What best sushi in Richmond? Rob, I like Matsuyama. What are you giving up for Lent? Less pop, more prayer. How was your Mardi Gras? Good. All you can eat sushi. Ash Wednesday was good. I actually got to go to mass twice because I had to do music at my parish, and then I did music at our building. Who's your favorite, biggest man crush? Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to get back to you. A hell of a shot. I like a lot of athletes, but I don't like have any man crushes, say, on musicians or actors. High T, favorite saint. That's a good, probably St. John Paul II. I got to go see him twice for the World Youth Days. And he was the one that was kind of really prevalent when I came into the church. Great question. What's your head size? I don't know. I have a pretty big ego, so I guess big. Can you guess which race I am from reading my name? If that's your actual name, I believe you're of East Indian descent. What is your favorite TV show? Right now, it's probably Blacklist and For Life. Those are the 2 shows that I watch every week. What was your favorite sitcom growing up? I liked Webster, Different Strokes, Silver Spoons, those kind. Three's Company. Favorite cartoon when you were younger? Didn't watch a lot of cartoons, actually, to be honest with you. Probably whenever there's some goofy wrestling cartoon on. What is Lent? 40 days between Ash Wednesday and Easter. You empty yourself. You make more room for God. Well, where would you go for sushi if you're downtown Vancouver? Yeah, I didn't really go to the expensive places, Edmund. I just went to places close to my work. Who would like to... No, sorry, Jay. No more hockey question. No. Yeah, Clay, who would you like to see for a Virtanen trade? I think we're only going to get a 3rd or 4th round pick. Is there a UFO outside your window? No, but if you're talking about my ring light back there. Yes, I know, Langley. Who's your crush as a teen? I don't know if my wife can hear me right now. As a teen, Daisy Duke from Dukes of Hazzard. Right now, of course, is my wife, Gail. Swimming or skating? Skating all day, Noah. Say Ric Flair woo. Woo! Yeah, I'm Sikh. You got it right. Awesome. So Harsinder, if I say SsshirazzZ, no, that's Punjabi, right? Cosby Show. Yeah, I watched it when I was growing up. Favorite movie or TV show starring Bryan Cranston? I have to get back to you. I'm not big on names. I have to look that up. Where do you work? Archdiocese Vancouver. Do you like pierogies? Absolutely. If you order a pizza, what we order? Boring. Ham and pineapple. Are you happy? Jeff, thank you for asking always. Crosby Ovechkin. Let's go, Crosby. When is your dog making a guest appearance? Okay, I'll bring the dog in one of my next 2 vlogs. What do you like to do in spare time? Play music and bowl, study, hang out with my family. SsshirazzZ Clay, awesome. Mayo or ketchup on a burger? Actually, I do both. Okay, that's good. Okay, that was 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, let's wrap up. We're still at 100 people. You guys are amazing. So thank you. I appreciate you being here. I think we're all in a good mood because the Canucks won 5-1. So the Canucks now come home. That was a weird 1-game road trip. The Canucks now come home. They got Winnipeg twice on Friday night and on Sunday night. So I'm looking forward to those 2 games. I'm looking forward to the Canucks inching back closer to 500 and maybe trying to salvage this season after all. So before you go, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you haven't liked this video already. And thank you very much once again to Owen TV for the donation. And if you want to support me financially, just check out the memberships on my channel and see if there's anything there that interests you. As always, like I always say, I appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. And I love the fact that we can talk about a Canucks win for almost an hour and have a good time doing so. So for all of you, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. I'll see you on Friday night for my next post-game live stream. Hopefully we're talking about another Canucks win. Have a great night. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah!